hope you've had a lovely week and enjoyed all the sunshine. Now today I'm going to be talking about worship, and we've been playing, if you look down here, we've been looking at lots of instruments and we've been playing. So we've made my own little xylophone, we've been making shakers. If you don't want to use rice, you can use pasta, or that's it, shake. Make beans, you can use beans in a plastic pot. There's lots of ways you can worship, because when you worship you sing. That's right, lots of sounds. So as we explore what worship is and singing songs, I would like you just to pause in a minute and find a stick, a piece of material, maybe some sellotape and some stickers. So let's pause. David's song. David was a shepherd who looked after sheep. He made sure they had enough grass to eat and water to drink. He kept the sheep safe from wild animals. David loved music, and he wrote songs that he could sing as he played his harp. Many of David's songs are in God's book, the Bible. David wrote a song about a good shepherd. God cares for me like that. God is my shepherd. God makes sure I always have everything I need. God leads me to beautiful places where I can rest. God shows me which paths to follow and keeps me safe. Even when I can't see where I'm going, I'll never be frightened because I know God is there with me. God gives me many lovely things to enjoy. He is very good to me. I will always follow him. Welcome back. I hope you found your stick. It could be a lolly stick, it can be a twig, it can be all sorts of things. Now, I've got a ribbon as well, and we're going to make a streamer. It could be a twig. And what we're going to do is I've made a knot. So here we are, there's my stick, and we're going to make a streamer. So put the ribbon or the piece of material around it, and we tie a knot. If you want to, you can use some sellotape to make sure it doesn't move. So there we are, there's my knot. So when I do my worship, I can move the streamer around. Yes, there we go. So worship is all about saying thank you to God. It's all about celebrating how brilliant he is. And we can do that through singing, through playing instruments, by using our bodies. You might just have a piece of material that you use, go round and over, and you're using your whole bodies. Now in the Bible there's talk of a king. Yeah, in the Bible there's David, and I'd like you to find somewhere comfy to sit, and you're going to find all about David. Now David was a man or a boy in our first story who was after God's own heart and worship, and he used to love singing songs. So let's pause, find somewhere to sit.
The joy, 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 joy of the Lord. And I can't contain my soul. I wanna shout it out. I've got the joy, 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 joy of the Lord. I've got the joy, 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 joy of the Lord. And I can't contain my soul. I wanna shout it out. There's joy in my soul. joy, 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 joy of the Lord. I've got the joy, 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 joy of the Lord. And I can't contain myself. I wanna shout it out. There's joy in my soul. There's joy in my soul. The joy of the Lord is my strength. 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 There's joy in my soul. There's joy in my
Now, sometimes when we have bubbles. Shall I stand up? Stand up.
Can I stand up?
And I blow the bubbles for you. Maybe you can get your grown-ups to blow bubbles for you. Bubbles? Now to finish. I have a story about David. Last story about David as we finish. Now before I say goodbye and you listen to the story, I want to encourage you to worship all day, every day. Whether it's with bubbles, whether it's singing as you walk along and as you go along through the day. Sometimes you might have songs in your heart, so make sure you sing them out and praise God and thank Him for all the wonderful things He's done. And we look forward to seeing all your posts and seeing what instruments you make, what streamers you make, or dancing you do to worship God. So enjoy the next story, and I look forward to seeing all your posts. Bye-bye. David became king, just as God said he would. He lived in the big city of Jerusalem. And David thought about God. What I'd like to do, he said, is to get God's special box and bring it back to Jerusalem. That will remind everyone that God is always with us. So David took lots of helpers and went to the place where the box was being looked after. It was covered in gold, and inside were rules that God had given his people to live his way. The people carried the box back to Jerusalem. Everyone danced and sang and cheered all the way. David was happy too. Now we can all remember that God is with us, he smiled, and everyone danced and sang and cheered again.
Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Goodbye, we'll see you later. Let me see your alligator snap. Don't forget to pray to God. give me 2 snaps? Everybody out there, can you give me 3 snaps? Everybody out there, make some